What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan, here on YouTube, and you are watching the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, the place where you can get that raw and uncut emotion about them Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, it's DC for life. If you're DC for life, hit that like button to help us get our message out to more Cowboy fans around the globe, and consider subscribing to the channel. With that being said, let's get into this intro.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
What's going on, everybody? Like I said, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan, coming at you with another video. In this video, I was scouring the internet and I happened to come upon a clip from Joy Taylor on Speak. And basically what that's saying is that the Cowboys can't get a break. Even after a win, the Cowboys can't get a break. All the haters come on TV talking about the Chargers were a team that the Cowboys should have beaten. The Giants were a team that the Cowboys should have beaten. The Jets, without Aaron Rodgers, is a washed team. But when the Jets beat the Philadelphia Eagles, where's that same energy? I thought they were a washed team. The talking heads on ESPN and FS1 know that the Dallas Cowboys are America's team, and to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, good or bad, will lead to clicks. Having crazy ass takes about the Dallas Cowboys draws in more views. So doesn't blatant hatred toward the Dallas Cowboys. None of the typical Cowboy haters will give them credit for coming back after an embarrassing loss to the 49ers and handling business against the Los Angeles Chargers for shutting down Eckler and the Chargers' run game. They won't give us props for our quarterback going out there and handling business with 0 turnovers, with a touchdown run and a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And if my memory serves me correctly, those touchdowns were in the red zone, a place where we have issue. The playmakers on the Dallas Cowboys are slowly figuring out their identity on the field, and we saw it play out this past Monday. But according to haters like Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Chris Broussard, Shady McCoy, and the topic of today's video, Joy Taylor, the Cowboys were supposed to do this. They were supposed to hold the number 7 ranked offense in the league to only 272 total yards. See, this is what pisses me off. These same talking heads talk about the delusional Cowboys fans, but those same sports analysts will act like it's all supposed to happen this way because we're the Dallas Cowboys. We are supposed to beat the teams we beat, and when the ones that you guys place on the upper echelon, the NFL Mount Rushmore, loses to an inferior team, it's excuses like Jalen Hurts had a bad game, or Brock Purdy didn't have his weapons. The same excuses that are dismissed when the Cowboys lose. This actually leads me into a clip I want to play for you guys. It's a Joy Taylor on Speak. During the segment asking about how shocking was Jalen Hurts' performance, the resident Eagles fan, Shady McCoy, starts off and Joy quickly follows his lead, saying she has a reason for the Dallas Cowboy fans why Jalen Hurts can get a pass and why Dak cannot. So we're gonna get into this audio, get into the raw and uncut and unpack, and afterwards I'm gonna give you my take on what's going on. So without further ado, here's Joy Taylor.
I got some Cowboys fans if they have questions.
Not even a question. That would be the retort.
Yeah. Here's the retort. I'll answer the retort. Yeah. I'll answer the retort. What NFC Championship game has Dak Prescott played in, Shady? None. Zero. Did he play in a Super Bowl?
No,
he did not. Did he play in an AFC Championship game? No, he did not do that. Did he win a Super Bowl?
No.
No, he did not do that. Was he ever runner-up for MVP?
No.
He did not do that. Has he ever been All-Pro?
No.
He got a vote. Has he ever been runner-up for MVP? Runner-up.
All right. Let's hold up for a second. You giving out participation awards? Are you giving out plaques that you finished second? Great. Listen, There is no second in the NFL. There's no second in sports. There's only one. There's only a Super Bowl championship. I don't care if you make it to the NFC championship and lose. I don't care if you make it to the Super Bowl and lose. Listen, ask yourself this question, Cowboy Nation, and any football head that's watching this video. Who do you remember more? What name do you hear around the NFL other than broadcasting or doing that type of stuff? What name do you hear more? Troy Aikman or Jim Kelly? I'll wait, because one won the Super Bowl consecutive times and the other lost by getting to the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship, and the Super Bowl and losing 4 times in a row. Who do you hear more about? So I'm tired of hearing this, you haven't made it to the NFC Championship, because before it was you didn't make it to the divisional round. And when we made it to the divisional round and got eliminated, it's we can't make it past the divisional round. The goalpost is continuously moved by Cowboy haters, but let's continue.
Runner up, not I vote, not I, like I person thought that. Runner up for MVP, all pro.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josh Allen has played in the AFC Championship game.
Sure.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes has won a Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowls, played in 3 of them, and won multiple league MVPs. Jalen Hurts has been an All-Pro, played an NFC Championship game, and won that, and played in a Super Bowl.
Did he win the Super Bowl? Did he win?
So if you want to talk about resumes, if you want to talk about why somebody isn't worried about Jalen Hurts throwing 3 interceptions, but you might be more worried about somebody who hasn't done any of those things, that's why. Because the consistency of that and the accomplishments, if you can overcome that the way that Josh Allen does, if you can win championships the way that Patrick Mahomes does, if you can play in AFC championship games, win NFC championship games, for me, you get the grace of a bad game like that. We've seen Dak Prescott turn the ball over consistently, and we made excuses for it, and then it ended up costing them their season. So if you're wondering why, if he doesn't get that same energy, which I'm not going to give Jalen Hurts the same energy that I would give Dak Prescott in the situation, it's because what have you done to overcome that? What is your ceiling? If your ceiling is a divisional round, then yeah, you probably get more smoke for mistakes because you haven't been able to overcome them.
All right, guys. I take issue with this, and obviously I take issue with this because I'm a Cowboys fan. However, she started by asking what NFC championship has Dak Prescott played in. Like I told you before, the last time I checked, the NFC and AFC championship is not the Super Bowl. Going to the Super Bowl and losing is not a good thing. Stop preaching mediocrity, Joy. If the Dallas Cowboys made it to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl and lost, the media spin would be Dak Prescott can't get it done in a big game. Anyone else gets a pass. Stephen A. has made his livelihood off of hating the Dallas Cowboys. You don't think people on ESPN and FS1, you don't think other talking heads are going to follow his lead? The reason being, like I said, he made his livelihood off of this. So they're going to start making their livelihood off of Cowboy hatred. And it's kind of shocking to me, well, it's not too shocking to me, that the only voice of reason that was on Speak has his own show now and is no longer on Speak, because he was bringing in the positivity of the Dallas Cowboys, and nobody on that set wanted to hear it. Dak Prescott had a great game against the Chargers. When asked to step up and scored, he did. Him leading his men to 2 touchdowns while trying to address the areas of concern, the red zone. He's trying to outplay his former offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore, still getting acclimated to the Texas Coast offense, and new play caller in Mike McCarthy. But Jalen Hurts gets the pass because he has a new offensive coordinator. Technically, we do too. Dak Prescott also had to overcome Mike McCarthy's play calling and clock management again to help get us a dub as we go into the bye week strong. He was able to get CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks more active in the passing game. He managed the game well, and our defense secured the victory. Stop expecting us to blow every team out and get shocked when we don't. Stop expecting the Cowboys to do all this great stuff and get mad when they don't. What y'all do every single year is the equivalent of someone telling their partner that they would love to go to Hawaii and secretly expecting their partner to take them to Hawaii every year. And when it comes down to it and y'all go to Myrtle Beach, you get pissed because it's not what you expected. Keyword, expected. You talking heads give the Eagles excuses. You give the 49ers excuses. Why? Because it doesn't pay to talk about those teams in a negative light. It pays to talk about the Dallas Cowboys in a negative light because as many Cowboy fans we have a lot of Cowboy haters that want to see them fall as well. Micah Parsons brought it up on his podcast that the same talking heads jumping on him talking about it's because you're the richest franchise in sports. Okay. So do y'all hate on your brother or sister for getting more money but falling short to the expectation? No, you don't. That don't bring in money and views. So I kind of agree with Micah Parsons. I agree. I also agree with Keyshawn and Richard Sherman that he should stop talking on a podcast and show us on the field. Talking heads, you gotta give us some respect. Cause let's take it back to the first loss of this year. The first loss of this year. And that was to the Arizona Cardinals. That was the Dallas Cowboys' first loss, and y'all bashed Dak Prescott. Y'all bashed the Cowboys. Y'all bashed Mike McCarthy, going off of what happened in the past. You want to look up Jalen Hurts' past? The man, right now, he has 7 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. We don't want to go back in the past and look at how many fumbles Jalen Hurts had, but because of lucky bounces, they stayed with the Philadelphia Eagles. We don't want to look at that, but we want to micromanage and critique the shit out of Dak Prescott, even when we win, but even more so when we lose. Joy, get it right, man. Get it right. Stop coming up on speak with your bias of the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Stop making these takes and looking over at Shady McCoy like, did you like that? Did you like that take? Have your own mind. Because the Dallas Cowboys are going to come out of this bye, and I hope and I pray that we have some positivity going on into the weeks to come because we have a hard schedule remaining. But ladies and gentlemen, these are my thoughts about the lack of respect that the Dallas Cowboys gets from the talking heads. What do you feel about the talking heads all over the Cowboys? Put your comments in the comment section. Give this video a like so we can reach other Cowboy fans. But until next time, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I will see you in the next video.